Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Everybody. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Shri Gurudev ki, Shri Prabhupada ki, Guru Parampara ki, Sarva Santan Hari Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Pranam, Hari Bol everybody. Very nice to see you all. It's been some months since we were able to do these programs. It's very nice to be in person with everybody. I know we have our Zoom meetings. This is also important, Sadhu Sangha. It's also nice to come directly together, especially now, this very important time of Gaur Purnima. So we are approaching the day of Sachinandan Gaur Hari's appearance. Who is Sachinandan Gaur Hari? We are glorifying. Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. Sachinandan Gaur Hari is Radha Krishna combined. Radha Bhava Dyuti Suvalitam Nomi Gaura Swarupam. Mahaprabhu is Krishna, none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. He is none lesser, he is Krishna. Jai Gaura, say Krishna, say Jagannath. Gauranga Mahaprabhu is Krishna, so we are worshipping here Gaur Nityananda Prabhu. This is Krishna Balaram, same. But who came in this age? Krishna, Balaram, Radharani, they came in the previous age, Dwapara Yuga. But Mahaprabhu, Sachinandan, Gaur Hari came very recently in Kali Yuga, the present time, only 540, 50 years before. So he is very merciful and he has come. He is Krishna but with Anga Kanti, complexion, and the moods of his beloved Srimati Radhika. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita about his life, there is a beautiful verse by Rupa Goswami. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikritir Ladini Shakti Rasmat. Mahaprabhu or Sachinandan, he is the manifest form of Radha Krishna and their pranaya, their love. Ek Atmanav Abhi Bhuvi Pura. Radha Krishna are one form, as Sachinandan Gaur Hari. They are seen as two forms, Radha Krishna. But as Gaur Hari, they come in one form. That is Gaur Hari. Therefore, we worship that Gaur Hari. Why did he come? Anarpita Chalim Chira Karunaya Vatirna Kalo Samarpaitu Unata Ujvala Prasam Svabhakti Shriyam Hari Purata Sundara Dyuti Kadamba Sandipita Sada Hridaya Kangares Puratu Vasachinandana. We worship that Sachinandan Gaur Hari who came to give a very special thing. A very special thing. Who knows what he came to give? Krishna Prem. Before Mahaprabhu, many people taught many things. Do this austerity, do this vow, do this mantra, do this asana, do this yoga. But they said, follow dharma. Do this work, that work. Try to get wealth, artha, kama. Try to make yourself happy in this world. Moksha, ultimately try to get liberation. But what did Mahaprabhu teach? Pancham Purushartha Krishna Prem. The real goal of life is this divine love for Sri Krishna. Even liberation is something minuscule, very small compared to this pure love. This pure love is what we are really seeking. Therefore, the Srimad Bhagavatam says, Dharma projita gaita votra paramo nirmatsaranam satam vedyam vastava matravastu shivadam taputrayam bhudanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krite King Vapareshvara Sadhyo Hridya Varuddhale Prakritivi Shushushuvistarshanat Dharma projita kaitava. Give up cheating religion that is not aimed towards pure divine love. This is what Mahaprabhu taught. And this is what Srimad Bhagavatam teaches. Give up all the false dharma that does not have prem, pure love, as its real focal point, real center. So Mahaprabhu came to give the highest type of love. Krishna prem, pure love of Krishna. Who has that pure love of Krishna? Radharani. Radharani, from her all love manifests. She is Raseshwari. She is the embodiment of all prem. Therefore, why did Mahaprabhu come? Radhara Mahima Prema Rasa Sima Jagate Janatoke. Mahaprabhu came to teach us the pure divine love of Srimati Radhika. The glory of that Radharani's love, Radhara Mahima Prema Rasa Sima, that is the topmost level of prema. Jagate Janatoke. Without Mahaprabhu, who would have known this? Who would have taught us this? Therefore, we take shelter of Sachinandan Gaur Hari, and from him we learn the process of awakening this divine love. So, in brief, I'm going to speak live and pastimes of Mahaprabhu. Who knows Mahaprabhu's mother and father? Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Mata. So Mahaprabhu appeared in Mayapur, Nadia. He appeared where? Under a neem tree. Therefore, his mother gave him the name Nimai. She thought that Mother Sachi had many daughters, but they all passed away in miscarriage. So she was worried, oh, my son, maybe some evil spirit is attacking my family. So when her son was born under the neem tree, she gave him the name Nimai. Oh, Nimai means bitter. No one will want to disturb him. But what is that? Really, he is the most madhur, the most sweet. Therefore, he is known as Sachinandan Gaur Hari. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi. Radharani is Gaurangi, golden complexioned. And Mahaprabhu is Gauranga. He is also golden, but he is receiving this color from Gaurangi, Srimati Radhika. So he appeared in Mayapur, Gaur Purnima Day. On that day there was an eclipse. So for worldly people, they think eclipses are inauspicious. But for devotees, eclipses or graha is the most auspicious because we all come together and do Harinam Sankirtan. So at the time of Mahaprabhu's appearance, everyone was doing Nam Sankirtan and bathing in the Ganga. In this way, Sachinandan Gaur Hari Mahaprabhu appeared in this world. Avatirna Hoyachena He. Sachi Garbha Sindhu Maje Avatirna Hoyachen. Mahaprabhu appeared from the womb of Mother Sachi in this world. Who knows some of Mahaprabhu's childhood pastimes? In childhood, Mahaprabhu was like Krishna, very naughty. Krishna is famous for, what is his famous name as a boy? Makhan Chor, the butter thief. So Krishna in his childhood is Makhan Chor. Mahaprabhu is Nimai. He goes with his friends, the Sakhas, all his friends, and he runs and creates havoc all around Navadvip. His fathers and his mother did not know what to do with him. Mahaprabhu was always running here and there. Every house, if there were some banana trees, he would go and break them. And he would cause so much havoc. And he liked to swim so much in the Ganga. If we hear about Mahaprabhu's baby pastimes, especially when he became a little boy, all day long he didn't like to go to school like boys in this world. I don't want to go to school. He would take any opportunity. He would pretend to go to school, then he would go and play in the Ganga all day. Also, Jagannath Mishra and Sachi Mata were afraid he should not go to school. His elder brother went to school, became very knowledgeable. Then what did he do? He went to Advaita Acharya's lessons. And very soon after that, he took sannyas and left home. Haribo, everybody. Radhe, Radhe. So nice to see everybody. So they thought, let Nimai stay at home. No need to be at school. If he goes to school, then he will become Haribo. So Nimai was very naughty. He would play all day in the Ganga. And his father would be thinking, oh, he's not doing anything. And everyone would complain about him. Oh, this Nimai is so naughty. What would he do? When the young girls were going to perform puja for a good husband, baby young Nimai, 4 or 5 years old, 6 years old, he would go to the bank of the Ganga where they were doing this worship, and he would take all their offerings and eat it. And they would get very upset. Why are you're disturbing our puja? He said, who are you worshipping? You should worship me. I am Bhagavan. He thought, what is this naughty, this little boy saying, I am God, worship me. He said, if you don't worship me, I curse you. You will have many stepwives, many co-wives, and your husband will be very old and weak. So therefore you should do this worship to me. And they would go and complain to their fathers. Every day he would go and take all their offerings. They would make many sandesh, shikanda, so many things. And Nimai would come and steal it all. What else would he do? Mahaprabhu would go to the Brahmins. The Brahmins would be bathing. And when they were bathing in the Ganga, all the Brahmins were bathing and doing their prayers. Gayatri mantra. Om. Thinking, oh, we are meditating like this. Om. Om. And chanting the Brahma Gayatri. What did Mahaprabhu do? He went under the water, and he pulled on their legs and brought them under the Ganga. Then what did he do? Mahaprabhu would pull on the legs, then afterwards he would go to another area. He would fill his mouth up with water, and then he would come out and he would blow all the water, spit all the water on the Brahmins. Oh, you've made me contaminated. They would become very angry. He was thinking, I have come. I am that person you're meditating on. And you're sitting there doing your mantra, just absent-mindedly, chanting your Gayatri. You should think about me. If you think about me, your life will be auspicious. So thinking about God, Krishna, Mahaprabhu, this is the most purifying thing. It's the best thing to do. But if God is very sweet and nice, we don't remember Him so easily. When we are sick, when we are struggling, we pray to God. When we are happy in this world, if we're very devotional, we pray. So Mahaprabhu, Krishna, Makanchor, let him always, he's very naughty. Then everyone thinks about him. So Nimai, very naughty. Then they cannot help but think about him. And they're always thinking about him. And they go and complain to his father, oh, Jagannath Mishra, he's so naughty. He's always disturbing us. And then his father would go to see him at Ganga, and Mahaprabhu would quickly run away the other side, and dress again in nice dry clothes, and take his pencil and his slate and everything. And his father would say, oh, I heard you're disturbing. That is not me. Here I am studying very nicely. So this way he performed his very sweet, naughty childhood pastimes as Nimai. Then he came into Kishore. Now he's becoming more young. And he became a great scholar. Great Pandit. He convinced, oh, you're not letting me go to school, so I'll be very naughty. Then when they sent him to school, very quickly, he was very expert. And he began teaching all the other boys. And this way he made a good game, a big game, and they would go about challenging everyone and defeating them in arguments. So this way he was showing his, Kshatriya mood, Viraras. He was going and challenging everyone, especially Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhar Pandit is who? Radharani. Radharani came as Gadadhar Pandit. Swarup Damodar is Lalita. Especially Mahaprabhu liked to fight and challenge them. And all the other boys, students, anyone who is of a little different philosophy, he would go and argue with them. In the meantime, all the devotees were thinking, so many pastimes to tell. We'll try to go through quickly now. I want to do a quick overview of Mahaprabhu's pastimes. So Advaita Acharya is Mahavishnu, Sadashiva incarnation. He was elder and he was like a teacher. So we worship Pancha Tattva. Sachinandan, Gaurhari, Nityananda, Advaita, Gadadhar, Srivas. So Advaita Acharya was elder, and all the devotees were thinking, when will Nimai give up this scholarly mood and fighting mood and develop his mood of being a devotee, Bhakta? So when Mahaprabhu went to Gaya to perform his father's Shraddha ceremony, at that time he met Ishvarapuri. Ishvarapuri he accepted as his guru, showing the importance of taking guru to advance in spiritual life. And Ishvarapuri is the disciple of Madhavendra Puri. So in this way Mahaprabhu showed we must come inside a bona fide sampradaya. Sampradaya vihina ye mantras de nishvalamata Shri Brahma Rudra Shanaka Shiti Pavana. We must enter one of the four bona fide Vaishnava Sampradayas. Otherwise we cannot really progress. Vihita Vishnu Dikshago Vishnu Puja Paroraro Vaishnavo Vihito Vigir Itarusmad Avaishnava. So Mahaprabhu took initiation from Ishvarapuri. Ishvarapuri is in the line of this praying. This real love is coming from that line. Madhavendra Puri, Ishvarapuri. They are the roots of the tree of Krishna praying. Therefore, when he gave him mantra, Mahaprabhu completely changed his mood. What did Mahaprabhu say? Murka tumi tomar nahika vedanta adhikar. Krishna mantra jap. You should always chant Krishna Naam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And he chanted the Gopal mantra. And he said, Kiba mantra dile, kiba dala fal, japite japite, manera pagal. Mahaprabhu said, what mantra have you given me? Kiba dala fal, japite japite, manera pagal. I become like a madman. So Mahaprabhu came back from Gaya to Nadia, Navadvip, and everyone thought now Nimai has gone pagal. He went back to school to teach. He was a teacher. But now he wouldn't teach the boys anything proper. Grammar, Vyakaran, anything. He said only Bolo Krishna, chant Krishna. He said, we are coming not for this bhajan bhakti, this hocus pocus. Teach us studies so that we can become wealthy, we can be prosperous, we can be famous. Why are you teaching of Krishna, Krishna? Yeah, Krishna, Krishna, Haribol, Haribol, yes I know. This is only for Babajis. It's not for good people. All this Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. I'm not interested. Mahaprabhu was thinking, I came to give this prem, but they don't want. One day Mahaprabhu was chanting alone but all the schoolboys came and he was chanting. What was he chanting? Gopi, 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 Gopi. Oh. He was still like, 17, 18, and he's chanting Gopi, Gopi, Gopi. And all the schoolboys began to laugh at him. Oh, Nimai, mad Nimai. Everyone would call him Pagal Nimai. Pagal Nimai. Why are you chanting Gopi, Gopi? Chant Narayan, 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 Hari, Hari. Chant God's names. Why are you chanting these ladies' names? This is not proper. What did Mahaprabhu do? He picked up a stick and he started to chase that boy. Hat tapar maraga. I'll beat him. Why? He had no respect for the Braja Gopis. They say, oh, God is Narayan, you worship Narayan Baba. Why are you worshipping these coward girls? This is not proper etiquette. But Mahaprabhu, what did he come to give? Radhara Mahima Prema Rasa Sima Jagate Janatoke. If Mahaprabhu had not come, who would have taught us the glories of Braja Bhakti and of the Braja Gopis? Jagate Janatoke, no one would have known. Therefore Mahaprabhu came. Madhura Brinda Vipana Madhuri. What is the glory of Vrindavan Dham? Vikriditam Brajavadhuviridam Charishnu Shraddhandito Anusuyadata Varnayatya Bhaktin Param Bhagavati Pratilapyakam Hridrogamasu Apinoti Achirena Dhiraha. That Vrindavan Dham is the most glorious place. It is the highest abode. Adatyo Bhagavan Brajesha Tanayastadhama Vrindavanam. Krishna. Who is the topmost form of God? Krishna. Which Krishna? Brajesha Tanayas, the son of the king of Braj, Nanda. And Tadhama, what is his abode? Vrindavanam. Vrindavan Dham. Who are his best devotees? Ramya Kaj Upasana, the Braja Gopis. They perform the best Upasana. What is the evidence? Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanamavalam. Srimad Bhagavatam is the topmost evidence. Prema Kumarto Mahan, and the highest goal is this Prem. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the mood, this is the teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu saw no one is listening to him. No one wants to chant Krishna Krishna, no one wants to chant even Gopi Gopi. We see nowadays, oh, someone chanting Radhe Radhe. It's not proper. Don't chant Radhe Radhe. Om Namo Narayanaya. This is best. But what does Shastra say? We should not listen to village talk. Gramya Katana Sunide. We should listen to Shastra opinion. What is the Shastra's opinion? Shastra says, chanting 1,000 times Narayan Narayan is equal to 1 time chanting Ram. Ram, Ram. Therefore, Ram, Ram, Ram. We chant Ram's holy name is much more powerful. But chanting Ram 3 times equal to 1 chanting of Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. And Krishna's name, what does Krishna chant? Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Therefore, what do we chant? Krishna Naam Gane Bai, Radhika Charana Bai, Radha Naam Gane Krishna Chandra. If we chant Krishna's names, very pleasing to Radharani, and we achieve her service. Radha Naam Gane Krishna Chandra. And by chanting Radharani's names, we please Krishna. Therefore, what do we chant? Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is Jugal Naam. Radha Krishna together. Jugal Naam. Hare means Radharani and all Sakhis. And Krishna is Shri Krishna. So therefore we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Mahaprabhu thought, for what I came, I must now perform that activity for which I came. Mahaprabhu came, Krishna came as Mahaprabhu, not just to play and tease the girls in Navadvip and to feed the scholars. He came to give something very special that had not been given in a very long time. And Arpita Chirinchira, it's been a long, long time since this had been given. What is that? Svabhakti Shriyam. Svabhakti. Real devotion that is coming from his own Swarup Shakti Shrimati Radhika. He came to give that special thing. Therefore Mahaprabhu said, I must take sannyas. Mahaprabhu decided, I will take sannyas. This means I will become a renunciate. I will take up the staff of renunciation, the danda of sannyas. When he went to chase the boy with the stick, he was thinking, oh, I'm trying to teach them about Krishna Prem, Braja Bhakti, Radha Dasyam, but they are not ready to hear. Therefore, I will take the danda. This stick is not working. I will take this danda, then they will listen. So therefore, Mahaprabhu said, I will take sannyas. But for the Navadvip Pasis, this was very sad. He did not want him to take sannyas. First he told Nityananda, I will take sannyas. Oh, Nityananda went home and cried the whole night. He told Gadadhar Pandit Mukunda, it was like a thunderbolt had broken their heart. And they were weeping and weeping. They thought, how will Sachi Mata live? How will Vishnu Priya Devi survive if you take sannyas? But Mahaprabhu thought, I have not come to stay in this one place. I have come to spread this love everywhere. I will preach this everywhere. Not only in India even, the whole world should know about this. That's why Srila Gurudev also, he went everywhere. Swami Prabhupada went everywhere. Our Vaishnavas go everywhere. Mahatpi chalanam rinam grihinam dina chetasam. Nishreyasaya, the Vaishnavas go everywhere to teach everyone their true ultimate good. Without love for God, our life is meaningless. Prema dhana vina vyarta charitra jivan das parivetan more deha prema dhan. Mahaprabhu said, without this love or bhakti or prema, our life has no meaning. We are merely spending our lives like two-legged animals. Mahaprabhu said, Dvipada Pashu. Without bhakti, without prema, we are living, this is not real life. Punarapi janam, punarapi maranam. Again and again we are born and dying in this world. What is the difference? Being a human, being an animal, again and again we are just living in this cycle of birth and death. But if we awaken this prema, then our life becomes truly successful. This is the purpose of our life. Savai pungsam paro dharma yato bhaktirato sache ahaitakya pratyata yayatmasu prasidati. Only this bhakti can give satisfaction to the self. Without this bhakti, everything is merely like chewing on thorns. Any happiness we look for is like chewing on thorns, and then our mouth becomes bloody, and we eat that blood and think, oh, I'm happy. This is what the camel does. Camel chews on thorns. Oh, very tasty. Why? The thorns make its gums bleed, and then he eats the blood and thinks, oh, very tasty blood. He's only hurting himself. So Mahaprabhu said, I will give them prema. Therefore Mahaprabhu took sannyas. After taking sannyas, where did Mahaprabhu go? Shantipur. He went to Advaita Acharya. And Sachimata came and everyone was lamenting so much. But Mahaprabhu thought, I have come to give a very special thing. I cannot be merely in one place. I must go everywhere. Also, I cannot, this cannot be given when one is too attached to this world. Samsara pukar gane ravasivo deha look dure jave. Thakur prays, listening only to samsara, it's difficult to develop this prema. Therefore he said, Krishna da samsara koro. Make Krishna your world. Make Krishna the center of your life. Therefore he took sannyas. Mukunda sevan vrata koile nirdharan. Mahaprabhu said, I have taken the vow to only serve my beloved Sri Krishna. Therefore, Sevesh koile Vrindavana kiya. I will go to Vrindavan. And I will teach this prema and I will relish this prema. Why did Mahaprabhu come? Prema rasa niryasa korite aswadana. Raga marga bhakti loke korite prachara. Rashika shekara Krishna parama karun. E dvi hetu kori lila udgam. Mahaprabhu wanted to taste this prema himself and to distribute it to everyone. Therefore he came. So therefore he took sannyas, and instead of going to Vrindavan, where did he go? Jagannath Puri. Jagannath Puri is where Lord Jagannath resides. So he asked his mother, Oh Sachimata. Mahaprabhu was also very kind. He said, Oh mother, if you like, I can give up this sannyas. I will listen to your instruction. I will give it up if you instruct me. She said, no, I don't want you to break this dharma. You've taken it now, no problem. So then Mahaprabhu said, where should I go? If I go to Vrindavan, is that okay? Or should I go somewhere else? So she said, please, you go to Jagannath Puri, because it's not so far from Bengal, I'll be able to hear about you. Some devotees will go and come. It wasn't like nowadays, WhatsApp, Telegram, Messenger. Oh, how is Nimai? How's Mahaprabhu? No, devotees would go and walk there 3-4 months and then sometimes come back, and she thought, oh, I'll hear about my son. Sannyas ashram means there has to be some distance, little bit. Otherwise everything becomes like khichdi, you know. There has to be some etiquette, some maryada. So Mahaprabhu went to Jagannath Puri as a sannyasi. Then what did he do? For 6 years, he traveled and preached all over South India. Visited all the holy places. Met so many sadhus. There he collected Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami in Ramkeli. He went and collected Rai Ramananda and Godavari. And he assembled his army of preachers. Gaura Sena. He assembled the army of Mahaprabhu to preach this Braja Bhakti everywhere. Therefore he traveled. Who else did he collect? Gopal Bhatta Goswami, South India. He collected Prabodhananda Saraswati Pad. So he collected all the great Brajabasis who had come in this world. Many associates of Krishna came with Mahaprabhu to this world, and then he went and collected them all and said, now come to Jagannath Puri and we will begin our preaching movement. So that's why it says, Utkale Purushottama. The preaching mission will begin in Jagannath Puri. Therefore, in Jagannath Puri, what did he perform? Rath Yatra. Rath Yatra is what? Who knows Rath? Who's been to Rath Yatra? In the East Coast, it's very famous. Boston, New York, right? Queens, Brooklyn, Toronto, New Vrindavan, West Virginia. All up and down East Coast Rath Yatra. Then San Francisco, Los Angeles. Swami Prabhupada brought Jagannath everywhere. Why? Because this is where Bhakti Prachar begins. Mahaprabhu took sannyas and went to Puri. We should not therefore minimize the glory of Puri. Jagannath Puri is very important. Who is Jagannath? Who is Jagannath? Premamai Kalevara. He is the melted form of this prem, love. So many beautiful pastimes are there about Jagannath. Jagannath, Rath Yatra is what? Rath Yatra is Jagannath, Krishna. Jagannath is Krishna. But he is going back to Vrindavan. We know the pastime. Krishna left Vrindavan, everyone's hearts were broken. All the Brajavasis thought, when will Krishna return? So Rath Yatra is when Krishna, his brother Baladev, and Subhadra, his sister, all got in chariots and came to Vrindavan Dham. Therefore Mahaprabhu established the importance of Rath Yatra. It's not just some kind of procession. This is very special. Jagannath is Krishna going back to Vrindavan. And all the gopis are bringing him on their heart. Mahaprabhu said, Anya Hridoyaman Mor Man Vrindavan. My heart is Vrindavan, and on the chariot of my heart, I will bring that Krishna back to Braj. So Mahaprabhu, every year all the Vaishnavas from Nadia, Bengal, would come for Rath Yatra. And they would stay all through Chaturmasya. All the Navadvipasis, almost everyone would come with Shivananda Singh. And this day they would perform Rath Yatra festival and then stay with Mahaprabhu. When they came from Navadvip, they did not go first to Jagannath, they came first to Mahaprabhu. Normally when you come to a holy place, first you take bath in the ocean, in Puri, then you shave your head, then you go see Jagannath, then you take prasad. Then you can do anything else. But all the devotees would come and first go to Mahaprabhu. And so the king, Prataparudra, was very thinking, oh, they are not properly respecting my Jagannath. First they should go to Jagannath. But his devotee, Gavadas, all his gurus, Kashi Mishra, and his king's guru would say, no, you don't know. That Mahaprabhu is none other than Jagannath. They should first go to Mahaprabhu. Also he is like their guru. What does Shastra say? Prathamam tu guru pujyam. First worship Guru. Then you worship me, Krishna says. Otherwise I don't accept it. So they are doing right. And they would all bring many gifts to Mahaprabhu and offer them to him. And Mahaprabhu very lovingly accepted all the gifts of the devotees. So in this way Mahaprabhu stayed in Jagannath Puri for many years. 18 years he stayed mostly in Puri. He went to Vrindavan once, then he stayed in Puri where? Gambhira. If you've gone to Jagannath Puri, Gambhira is like a closet. Mahaprabhu is very big, like 7 feet tall. And he stayed in a room that he could not even lay down in. He would have to curl up and sleep there. It's very austere. His devotees would try to make him a nice bed, he would throw it out. He would just sleep on the ground. He said, I'm a sannyasi. One of his devotees tried to bring him very nice sandal oil. Jagannath the Pandit. And Mahaprabhu would not accept. He said, I am a sannyasi. Give this to Jagannath. Jagannath the Pandit had collected this sandal oil for a long time. Mahaprabhu didn't accept it, so he threw it on the ground. Big pot of sandal oil, very expensive. So he threw it on the ground, and then he went and hid. And he was in Man. So Mahaprabhu was very austere. He stayed in that Gambhira, and what did he do? The entire time he was relishing this moods of the love of the Braja Gopis. He himself was tasting this. And what did he do? He sent Nityananda and Haridas and all his bhaktas to preach. Nityananda and Haridas, Suno Suno Nityananda, Suno Haridas, Amara Gyai Guru Sarvatra Prakash. He said, Nityananda, Haridas, go everywhere and preach. And in this way Mahaprabhu sent all the devotees. Where did the 6 Goswamis go? Rupa, Sanatana, Raghunath Das, Jiva Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta, Gopal Bhatta. He said, go to Vrindavan, establish the pastime places of Radha Krishna, establish Vaishnava scriptures, granthas, teach the pure etiquette of being a Vaishnava, establish all the holy places, and make temples. So in this way Mahaprabhu inaugurated this Vaishnava movement. And all through Bengal, all through Orissa, all through Brajadam, North India, everywhere, everyone began to preach. Most of the great preachers of that time, Vallabhacharya, took shelter of Mahaprabhu. All the Sampradaya Acharyas came and took shelter of Mahaprabhu, understanding he is none other than Sri Krishna. So therefore, these are brief description of the pastimes of Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu composed 8 verses. Actually, if we read Chaitanya Charitamrita, so many instructions are there. Mahaprabhu speaking to Raya Ramananda, Mahaprabhu instructing Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami. But the essence of everything is Shikshastakam. So Gurudev and the Vaishnavas established the real glories of Shikshastakam. I'll give you a brief overview. What is the Shikshastakam? And then we'll conclude. Cheto dharpanam arjanam Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vidaranam Vidyavadu Jivanam Anandam Rivardhanam Pratipadam Purnabrata Swadanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. These 8 verses Mahaprabhu gave. And these 8 verses should be like a necklace around our neck and our very life and soul. What is that? Mahaprabhu established Hare Nam, and you must chant Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva, 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 Gateva Dita. This is the only way in Kali Yuga. In the morning a little bit you can chant, or in the evening a little bit, 5 minutes. Then 6 minutes, 7 minutes. Every day try to chant a little bit of the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Every day chant, chant. Our acharyas would say, chant and be happy. If we don't chant enough, that's why we're not happy. If we chant, first when you begin to chant, what happens? Cheto dharpanam arjanam. You begin to clean your heart of all unwanted desires, all false ego, and then gradually you can realize who I am, truly. This process of chanting, mantrayati iti mantra. This chanting of the Mahamantra purifies the mind and heart, and then you can see who is my true beloved and what is my true nature. Who am I? Who am I really? By chanting we can realize this. I am not a man or a woman, I am not this material body. Mahaprabhu said, Naham Vipro Navi Vaishnav Sutra. I am not a Brahmin, I am not a Grihastha, Kshatriya, Vaishnava, Shudra, Sannyasi, Brahmachari. This is all material ego, false covering of the self. Who am I really? Gopi Bharatu, Pada Kamalayor, Dasa, Dasa, Anudasa. I am simply the servant to the servant to the servant of that Krishna who is the beloved of the gopis. That is my identity. So following the Shiksastakam, first we cleanse the mirror of the heart by chanting, by doing seva. Mahaprabhu showed this by the Pandicha Mandir Marjan. You do seva and you chant Harinam. That is enough. Vaishnava seva, Nam Sankirtan. Serve the devotees and chant Harinam. These two things will make your life successful. Don't worry about so many things. Kali Yuga is very hard to do everything. Chant Harinam, do kirtan, chanting, and serve the devotees. Bas, enough. This will make your life successful. Then, Bhava Mahajavagni Nirvapra. This will extinguish the forest fire of suffering in this world. Birth, death, old age, and disease. And it will awaken your true good fortune. Shreya Kaira Vachandrika Vitaranam. Vidya Vada Jivanam. By following this process, always chanting and always serving devotees. Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam. You will enter the ocean of bliss. Pratipadam Purna Amrita Swadana. At every step you will taste nectar. Sarvat Masnapanam Param Vichayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. In this way, let Shri Krishna Sankirtan be supremely victorious. What did Mahaprabhu teach next? Nam Navakari Bahudani Cha Sarva Shaktis Tatrapitani Amate Swaranena Kalaha Etadrisi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamami Durdaiva Vidrishamihā Janina Anuragaha. Harinam is so merciful. There are no rules and regulations. How to chant, when to chant, where to chant. While driving in the car, while going to bed, while sitting down to take your meal. In your mind you can chant, aloud you can chant. When you say, address someone, we don't say hello, hello. We say Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe. We don't say goodbye. We say Hari Bo. See you next time. Hari Bo. Oh, answering the phone. Hari Bo. Nam Namakari. There are no rules and regulations. Always try to chant. Harinam is so merciful. Anytime, any place, any circumstance, you can chant. Once Mahaprabhu was going outside in Puri to, go to the bathroom. And a young boy was there, Gopal. Young boy. And Mahaprabhu caught hold of his tongue when he went out pasturing. The boy said, "Oh Mahaprabhu, why are you holding your tongue?" He said, "Because I can't stop chanting. My tongue keeps chanting, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So I'm holding my tongue." The boy very innocently said, "Oh, when we are dying, we hear sometimes people are passing stool, passing urine. At that time, should we chant or not when we are dying? If we chant Krishna's name at the time of death, we go to the spiritual world. Yam yam bhapi smaram bhavam." Krishna says in the Gita, whatever you think of at the time of death, you go to that abode. Ajamil chanted Narayan at the time of death, and the Yamadutas, the messengers of death, could not touch him. He went to the transcendental abode. He was saved. So Mahaprabhu smiled and said, "Oh, you are not just Gopal, you are Gopal Guru. You are a great Guru." And he became Gopal Guru Goswami. And from him, our line of process of Gayatri meditation comes from him in Puri. His disciple is Dhyan Chandra. And he taught us the process or the paddhati of proper meditation on Gayatri Mantra. How to do, when we chant our Gayatri, how to worship Guru, how to worship Mahaprabhu, Krishna, Radharani. So Mahaprabhu says, Nam Namakari. Even going to the bathroom you can chant. How merciful are the holy names. But some people, we don't have time to chant during the day. We think, in the bathroom I'll chant. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Is that proper? Narad Muni. Should I stop or should I go? 10 more minutes.
Go. Okay.
Narad Muni, one time, he met a farmer. And he said, "Oh farmer, you should chant Bolo Krishna, Bolo Ram." "I have no time, I'm so busy. I have no time. "What do you mean you have no time? I'm so busy day and night, I have no time." He said, "Okay, when you're going to the bathroom, do you have time?" "Yes, I have time." "So at that time you should chant Ram, Ram, Ram." So he chanted Ram, 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 going Ram, Ram. What happened? Hanuman has a vow. If anyone is chanting Ram, Ram, I will go there.
Good.
So this farmer was chanting Ram, 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 Ram. Hanuman arrived. Sala, kya kar rahe?
Guruji Maharaj said,
What is he doing? Going to the bathroom chanting my Bhagavan's name. Kicked him in the back. Nothing happened. Hanuman thought, I'm so powerful, I can kick Kumbhakarna and he will fly 1,000 miles. I can kick Ravan, no problem. This farmer, I kick him, nothing happens. He's just sitting there, Ram, Ram, Ram.
Ram se bada Ram ka naam.
Ram se bada Ram ka naam. Hari ke bada Hari ka naam. So that night, Hanuman went to Ayodhya. And he wanted to have darshan of his Ram. What happened? Oh. Everyone said, no, Ram is not having any darshan today. He's very, big back pain. Bahut dharad hua. So kya hua? He said, no, I have to see my Ram. So they said, okay, you can come. So he came into the room and Ram was on the bed. Oh, my back. Hanuman came. Oh, Prabhu, what is the problem? Why are you in pain? Who are you to ask this? Ram said to Hanuman, why are you asking me this? You kicked me and you're asking, why are you in pain? You're like, you're a great friend and you kick them. And then they have a bad back. And then you ask them, oh, what is your pain? Can I get you some medicine? How did it happen? You did it. Why are you asking me? Hanuman thought, how did I do it? Me and my name are different. Bhagavan, God and His name are the same thing. Krishna and Krishna Nam. Nam and Nami Abhina. Shri Nam Chintamani Krishna. Nam, the holy name, is the pure touchstone which gives whatever you desire. Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddha Nitya Bhakti. It is completely pure. It gives liberation. Abhinakam Nama Namina. The name of Krishna and himself, the name of Ram and himself are not different. Therefore Hanuman thought, I made a great aparadh. Bhagavan Shamaguru, please forgive me. Therefore, we can chant. Desh Kal Patra Nahi. There's no consideration, time, place, and circumstance. At least, why is Mahaprabhu saying like that? Chant anyhow a little bit every day, try to chant. People are very busy in this world. We have jobs, we have work, so many things. So Krishna is showing anyhow, Mahaprabhu is saying anyhow a little time you can chant. In the car, at home, preparing food, anyhow a little bit try to chant. If you can't remember it yourself, you can play a tape. Your Gurudev, any Vaishnava chanting, any kirtan, play it on, your phone, Hare Krishna, then it will remind you, I must chant. You can set your alarm clock. And your alarm clock should go off, and what should the sound be? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. When you wake in the morning, ding, 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 instead of like this, instead of like a siren, we don't want to wake up, police are coming, ambulance is coming. No need. Your alarm clock should be Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. When you wake up, simply chant Hare Krishna. So Mahaprabhu said this should be done. Trinara Pisani Chaina Korori Vasahishna Amani Amani Kirtani Sarahari. Try to always chant with humility. You should try to be more humble than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree. A tree is only giving everything, fruits, shade, wood, without ever complaining. Amanina Amanina, respect everyone, not desire and respect. In this way, chant Harinam. Nadanam Nadanam Nasundarim Kavitam Vajavadisha Kame Mama Janmani Janmanishwara Bhavatat Bhakti Akaituki Tvai. Mahaprabhu said, Oh Krishna, I do not desire wealth, I do not desire followers, I do not desire fame, I do not desire any of these things. Life after life, I will only be your devotee. Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Bhavat Vishnudam Kripaya Nijapala Pankaja Stita Tuli Sadrisam Mam Vichintaya. Mahaprabhu prayed, Oh Krishna, please make me like a particle of dust at your lotus feet. I have fallen in this ocean of samsara, material existence. Please, lift me out of this samsara and bring me to the shelter of your lotus feet. Give me Tomar Charan, place at your lotus feet. Nayanangala Rashtradharya, Varanangat Gararudhaya Gira, Pulakir Digitam Vapugala, Tavanam Agrahane Varishyati. Mahaprabhu prayed, when, O Krishna, while chanting your names, tears will fall from my eyes, my hairs will stand on end, and my voice will choke up while chanting your names. In this life, without bhakti, without bhava, without prema, Mahaprabhu said, Vyartha Daridra Jivan, our life is passing without value, without meaning. We are like beggars. Therefore Mahaprabhu said, you should pray only for this, bhakti. Yugaitam dineshena chakshusha prisaitam shunyaitam jagat sarvam govinda virahena me. Mahaprabhu said, without Krishna, without Govinda, this world is like a desert. Shunyaitam jagat sarvam. This whole world is shunya, void, without Krishna. Therefore we should only pray, O Krishna. Hey Krishna, Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namoste. O Krishna, please accept me and make me your servant. O Krishna, Ashlishava Padaratam Pinastuma Arashanam Varmahatam Gurutuva Yatadata Vidadhatulam Pato Matprana Natastu Saeva Naparaha. Mahaprabhu showed the highest love of Radharani, saying, even if you reject me, Krishna, even if you do not show me any affection, you neglect me, still, you are my only beloved. But prana natastusa eva napra, I know no one but you. Therefore, in this way Mahaprabhu taught us the Shikshastakam, the essence of his teachings. How did Mahaprabhu conclude his pastimes? Mahaprabhu entered into Tota Govinath. This is it, Chatak Parvat in Puri, which is like Giriraj. There's a beautiful garden. And there Gopinath Krishna is present, sitting. Dasama Viravich Chorai Smayamana Mukambara Pitam Pagadharashra Vishakshan Manmata Manmata. That Gopinath Krishna, who is the bewilderer of Cupid himself. He is so beautiful. Even love personified, Cupid is bewildered by the beauty of Krishna, Gopinath. And he is sitting there in that beautiful garden being worshipped by Gadadhar Pandit, Radharani herself. And Gadadhar Pandit would speak the Bhagavatam, would speak the Rasa dance. And Mahaprabhu himself revealed this deity of Gopinath. He would listen every day to Gadadhar Pandit, Radharani preach the Bhagavatam. How glorious. We know Bhagavatam comes first, Sukadeva Goswami spoke. From Shivji spoke. First Lord Shiva spoke. Vyasadevji spoke. Sukadevji spoke. But Radharani also spoke the Bhagavatam as Gadadhar Pandit. Therefore, this is the highest Bhagavatam. Edika janmana praja shrayata indira sasvadatrahi dhaita drishyata dikshutavakas vaidrita savas tam nichindvate. Gadadhar Pandit would sing like this, with the mood of Radharani and the gopis. Where is that Krishna who has disappeared from the rasa dance? And Mahaprabhu was there present, and he was thinking, where is that Krishna? Gadadhar Pandit said, Krishna is in the heart. Bhagavan, God is in our heart. But that was not enough for the gopis. He said, let him come outside. So Mahaprabhu began to scratch his chest. And Swarup Damodar said, no, 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 no. He did not want the Lord to be bleeding. The Lord was scratching and scratching his chest. So Swarup stopped him. Then he said, where is he? Oh, he's very nearby, hiding in this garden. Krishna was hiding nearby. So Mahaprabhu began to run and search. Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? And he began to dig up the ground. Digging up the ground, he found Gopinath. And he took that Gopinath in his arms and gave to Gadadhar Pandit, here is your Krishna. And then began to worship that Gopinath. And to end his pastimes, Mahaprabhu entered that Gopinath deity. Therefore, you can go to Jagannath Puri, Chatak Parvat, Tota Gopinath, and if you are very nice with the priest, Pujari there, you serve Pujari nicely, he's pleased with you, he can show you. On Krishna's beautiful thigh, there is a golden line where Mahaprabhu entered. And all the devotees began to lament, oh, where is that Mahaprabhu? So in this way, this is a very brief description of pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Vanchakapatri Siddhivasana Patidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namahe Krishna. do a short kirtan, arati or prasad, or 5 minutes kirtan and prasad. Krishna Mahaprabhu.
10 minutes kirtan.
Kirtan and prasad. Chalo. Hari Bol. Bolo Nitai Gauranga. First, also, if anyone wants to come tomorrow, we're having Harinam Sankirtan in Longstein Square Park in Manhattan, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then Sunday, from morning time to evening time, we're having a Gaur Purnima program at our ashram in Ellenville. So I know some devotees are going. Some devotees are also driving there, so that's also available. But for those who can't go, we had a program today here, and also tomorrow in Manhattan, we're having a Sankirtan. So in this way, we are celebrating Shri Gaur Purnima. So everybody can sing together, okay? Nitai Gaur's names are so great that when chanting Krishna's names, there is some offense that can be made. You can make some aparad. But if you chant Gaur Nitai's name, there is no aparad. And by chanting Gaur Nitai's name, then pure love for Krishna will arise, and taste for chanting Krishna Nam will arise. Mahaprabhu said, Bhajani Anuragaha. Krishna's name is so merciful, but still have no taste. So what should we do? Chant Gaur Nitai. Bola Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga. Bola Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga. Bola Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga, Jai Nitai Gauranga. Bola Nitai Gauranga, Jai Nitai Gauranga. Nitai Gauranga, Jai Nitai Gauranga. Bola Nitai Gauranga Jaya